It's still too early for you to die. Discover your true self, the true world. Become stronger. However long it may take, I will await you at the top. Surpass this sword. Surpass me. Hello and welcome to One Piece 101, the series that breaks down everyone and everything in the One Piece world. Today we'll be examining the world's greatest swordsman, Dracule Mihawk. Dracule Mihawk is a rather serious-looking fellow who was once the rival of red-haired Shanks. The two of them used to duel regularly, with their battles said to echo throughout the Grand Line. However, this rivalry ended once Shanks lost one of his arms in East Blue. At some stage after that, Mihawk gained the title of world's greatest swordsman and became one of the 7 warlords of the sea. The sword Mihawk wields is named simply Yoru, which is one of the Japanese words for knight, which is rather fitting as it is a black blade. Yoru is one of the 12 supreme grade swords, which are thought to be the highest quality and the most sought after in the One Piece world. So given its quality and its rarity, Mihawk doesn't simply brandish it against all opponents, but rather keeps it in reserve only for those who are worthy of facing it. To deal with what he refers to as insects, he wields a much smaller knife known as a kogatana. Mihawk was introduced in the series incredibly early on, during the Baratie arc to be specific. He had followed Don Krieg back to East Blue after destroying his 50-ship armada in the Grand Line, resulting in his appearance at the floating restaurant. Of course, upon his arrival, Zoro immediately challenged him, as his dream is to take the title of world's greatest swordsman. And this moment in the series gave us our first real taste of top-tier power in the One Piece world. Mihawk absolutely decimated Zoro, using only his kogatana. However, Mihawk was so impressed by Zoro's honor as a swordsman that as a result, he decided to finish the fight with Yoru, diagonally slicing Zoro's chest and giving him his massive scar. However, Mihawk did very purposely leave Zoro alive, and furthermore issued Zoro a challenge to grow stronger, discover the truth of the world, and eventually surpass him. Mihawk then returned to the Grand Line, deciding it was time for a nap, and the fact that he can just casually stroll into the most feared sea in the world for a nap is incredibly telling of Mihawk's strength. He seems to generally prefer to spend time alone, and even lived in an abandoned Gothic castle all on his own for quite some time. The castle is located on Kuraigana Island in the Grand Line, and is only home to Mihawk and a race of hyper-intelligent mandrills. With that said, Mihawk is known to associate with certain people. For example, following Luffy's defeat of Arlong, Mihawk stumbled upon his bounty poster and delivered it personally to his old rival, red-haired Shanks. Mihawk also grew to tolerate the presence of Perona after she was sent to his island by Bartholomew Kuma. As a warlord of the sea, Mihawk is highly negligent of his duties and does not care whatsoever for the goals of the world government. With that said, he has responded to a summoning on 2 known occasions. The first was a meeting at Marijois after Luffy had defeated fellow warlord Sir Crocodile, and the second was the call to fight against the Whitebeard pirates during the Paramount War. During the war, Mihawk faced off against a plethora of world-renowned opponents, and even attempted to take a stab at Whitebeard himself, simply to judge the difference in their power. Mihawk would also briefly face Luffy in combat, who was completely outclassed. Mihawk fought Luffy with the intention to kill, in order to see if fate was on his side, although the skirmish was soon interrupted by another swordsman, Vista. Mihawk abruptly left Marineford after Shanks appeared and put a stop to the war, stating that he agreed to fight against Whitebeard and not Shanks. Upon returning to his castle on Kuraigana Island, Mihawk was greeted by Zoro, who had been sent there by Bartholomew Kuma. Zoro had been attempting to leave the island, quite unsuccessfully due to the hyper-intelligent mandrills, and eventually, after defeating them, begs Mihawk to train him. And in an uncharacteristic show of emotion, Mihawk laughs wildly at the idea of training a swordsman whose goal is to beat him. However, he did recognize and respected Zoro's resolve to put his own dreams aside for the sake of his captain and agreed to train him. Following the 2-year time skip, Mihawk hasn't appeared in the series save for a cover page where he was shown tilling the land of Kuraigana Island with Perona and the mandrills. Some more fun facts about Mihawk. Mihawk is the first of the 7 warlords introduced in the series, and he is currently the only warlord who has not had their former bounty revealed. As with all original warlords of the sea, Mihawk was designed with an animal in mind, in this case being a hawk. This trait also appears in his epithet, which is Hawkeyes. For a long while there was a hot debate surrounding the Dracule portion of Mihawk's name. It reads as the following in katakana, but it could be potentially translated into any of these. It wasn't until One Piece Green's Secret Pieces was released that his name was officially confirmed to be Dracule. Along with several other important figures, a young Mihawk was present at the execution of Pirate King Gol D. Roger. And finally, a truly useless fact, when not using it to crush unworthy swordsmen, Mihawk uses his kogatana as a dinner knife. And that about does it for the legendary Dracule Mihawk. It's amazing to think that a character who was introduced within the first year of One Piece still has so much mystery surrounding them, and is still capable of generating a huge amount of excitement whenever they appear in the series. That's just how cool Dracule Mihawk is. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to like, favorite, or subscribe, and please do comment with who, what, or where you'd like to see featured in the next One Piece 101.